Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is Tuesday, February 14th, and the energies within the day adds up and reduce to the number 5 vibration. If today's your birthday, happy birthday. So the spirit animal associated with the day is the camel energy. So the camel energy showing up for today. Okay, so with the camel energy, my attention is, it's like normally I have a certain view of the camel, but for the first time, my mind drew a blank when it comes to, say, me saying how I normally see the camel. So that brings me to the fact that I need to see the camel, take another look at the camel. So immediately, what I'm getting from this card, and it's not even about the camel energy, what I'm getting is the need to take another look at something. There's something in your life that you have a conditioned or conclusion of this thing. And this thing that you have drawn a conclusion to is necessary for you to take another look. Take another look, because it's almost like the veil is thinning when it comes to something, and there's an opportunity for you to get another glimpse of something, to get another view of something. But with the camel energy, my attention immediately goes to the moon, which is behind the camel. So with the moon behind the camel, this brings me to say our emotions being behind us not allowing ourselves to feel. It brings me to like the Two of Swords cards, where it's like a person is not allowing themselves to feel what's happening or see what's happening, and pretty much just in their head. With the camel energy, the camel is known for its strength and its ability to commit to the distance, its ability to commit to the path ahead. But the issue with the camel energy is that unlike the horse, the camel doesn't give signs that it's tired, that it's thirsty, that it's hungry. It just drops dead. Where the horse will give you signs. So the thing that gives you signs allows you time to prepare for what's ahead. Where the camel, it's dependable and reliable, but it doesn't allow you to prepare. So when it comes to the energies within the day, I'm getting the importance of revisiting certain things, taking a closer look at something, to get a new perspective of it, get a new understanding of something. And with the camel energy associated with the day, the energies in today adds up and reduce to the number 5 vibration. The number 5 deals with sudden and unexpected changes. So something could shift suddenly and unexpectedly, or you see a different side of someone, totally different from what you saw before. But whenever that happens, this is an opportunity for us to stop and reflect and ask ourselves, how am I so caught off guard with this person's behavior or personality? Or was it that I was in denial, not wanting to see this person for who they are for whatever reason? What did I have to gain from seeing them the way how I saw them? Why what I'm seeing now has caught me off guard. What I'm seeing now is so devastating. I feel like that's an opportunity that the energies within the day presents. because the number 5 energy is amplified. The 14th, 1 plus 4 is 5, and the energy in the day adds up and reduces to the number 5. So that brings to the sudden and unexpected energies within the day. And the day is ruled by Mars because Tuesday is associated with Mars energy, and Mars is in Gemini. And Mars in Gemini, we're motivated by our own curiosity. We're motivated by information, quick information, nothing too detailed, nothing too serious, but it's just wanting to touch and let go, just for the sake of touching and letting go, nothing too in depth. And Mars is squaring the moon, and Mars is opposing the moon in Aquarius. So Mars is opposing the moon in Sagittarius. So Sag is the opposite of Gemini, but they're the opposite of the same thing. Both energies dealing with information, both energies dealing with travel. One is local, Gemini is local, Sag is long distance. Gemini is curious about things that are familiar. Sag is curious about things that are different for the sake of being different. But both are trying to learn about themselves through their surroundings. Gemini learns about itself through its local surroundings. Sag learns about itself through foreign and long distance surroundings. But the opposition between the moon and Mars, the moon is our inner world, our inner conversations. And Mars is what motivates us. It's the kind of oil that needs to move our car. So it's like what motivates us, what moves us. So with Mars and Gemini, the kind of communication that moves us, the kind of people that moves us, but the people who are familiar, the people that we've known since childhood, people that we didn't choose because, when we were born, our family moved into that community, or we were born into this family. It's that kind of energy. So the opposition to me is talking about the importance of creating balance between, say, things that are foreign and things that are local, and the importance of being aware of our own local community and at the same time checking out what's happening in other parts of the world. This brings me to the Martin Luther King quote, "An injustice somewhere is an injustice everywhere." You guys correct me when it comes to that quote. But what I'm thinking about is, say, the person who is absorbed within their own community, and they might see injustices happening in other parts of the world, but they dismiss it because it's not happening here. It's happening over there, but eventually it starts to happen here. And they're like, damn, it did start there first. I think of, like, say, with the whole COVID situation, how it started somewhere else first. And we saw the news on how they're dealing with it and the issues they're having, and eventually it happened here. So when I think of balancing those opposition, I feel like being aware of both energies. Where, like, when I think of, say, Sag energy, I think of a person knowing about other people's culture, only for someone else from another culture to school them about their own culture because they grew up within the culture. They dismiss it and seen it as familiar, figure they knew everything about it, when they never stopped to take the time to fully understand it. So to me, it comes to balance, because both energies can learn a lot from paying attention to where they're from and observing what's happening with others. And it's just a matter of balancing both energies is what's important. And the number 5 energy ruling the day deals with travel and communication. And we can travel through the books that we read, the information that we consume, or we can literally get on foot, get on a bike, get in a car, get in a bus, get in a plane, get on a train, and explore different places and gain knowledge through our traveling. So the energies within the day, travel is there's emphasis on traveling. So when I see the emphasis on traveling, I don't know if, say, there's restrictions with travel because you make plans with someone and they're running late, or or sudden and unexpected changes and causes them to run late. Or maybe people cancel unexpectedly, because with the number 5 energy, can cause us to over-promise and under-deliver. In the moment, we have full intentions to make something happen, but got distracted by so many things along the way. And before we know it, we didn't follow through with the thing that we planned. And that's something that the number 5 seems to struggle with a whole lot. When it comes to the tarot associated with the day is the Two of Cups in the reversal position. So with the Two of Cups in the reversal position, in the upright position, the Two of Cups talks about two coming together, two separates coming together as one. So the Two of Cups in the upright position, it talks about becoming one and nurturing an idea, or nurturing a person, or nurturing a thing, the start of a relationship, the start of a connection. And the reversal position, it talks about, say, things slowing down or things coming to a halt. I realize that today is Valentine's Day, and when I think of the Two of Cups in the reversal position, if that's something that you celebrate, because I know the people here are very diverse. Some people celebrate certain things and some people don't. Some people are open to different things and some people are not. So when I think of the Two of Cups in the reversal position, I just feel like disappointment as far as expectations. And it is our expectations that disappoint us. What we have, the stories that's playing out in our minds, and the roles that we have people participating in without their permission. And when people don't show up and play their role like we thought they should have, or how we imagined they should have, that's when we get disappointed and we get our hearts broken. So that's something that's coming up. And with the camel energy and how the camel came out before, and the first thought was to take a closer look at the camel because you're not fully seeing it. There's something about your situation, or maybe the disappointment or the misunderstanding, where you got to take a step back and take another look at it to make sure you're seeing it for what it is and not seeing it for what you think it should be, for what you want it to be. Because a lot of the times we impose our will on others. We form contracts in our mind that other people didn't agree with. And sometimes people will show up and we'll see their representative. People show up and we see their representative, meaning they try to put a good foot forward, but then they end up disappointing and not meaning to, and we take it personal and feel like it was an attack against us, or they chose to hurt our feelings when it wasn't intentional to begin with. It was just them being themselves, or them not able to keep up a front, or keep up a persona, a perception, keep up an image. But at the end of the day, like I said, people can't deceive us without our participation. There's something that we need to see or believe why we even help to play into the whole script, help to play into the whole illusion. But the moon is positively aspected by Mercury conjunct Pluto and Jupiter conjunct Chiron. So I feel like the moon is in a place where, what's coming to mind when I look at the aspect being made to the moon is, so it's like the inner world is in a space where it's like it wants to explore. It is like focusing away from everything that is focusing towards things that are different and unfamiliar. It's like, say you had expectations for the day and the things didn't go exactly as you planned. So from that, you could find yourself coming to YouTube and binging on things to understand certain things better. What's coming to mind is someone feeling like, okay, I'm dealing with a narcissist, and maybe you're not dealing with a narcissist, and, escaping on information about this kind of person, when maybe the person might have traits of, and most of us could show traits of, but not fully that. But that's what I'm getting, escaping through information and knowledge, or even deciding to book a trip to go somewhere in order to escape from what it is that a person is feeling. Because with the moon and Sag, the moon and Sag energy causes us to escape from our emotions, run from our emotions, and use information as a form of escape. So something about the day, misunderstanding, sudden and unexpected changes, everybody could find themselves easily busy and distracted with different things, where you assumed you expressed something you didn't, where you assume there's an agreement that wasn't, you assume there's an understanding that wasn't agreed upon. So I just get misunderstanding energies is what I'm getting from the energies within the day, from some of the aspects within the day. And with the day being, say, the 14th, I think of the number 1, focus on ourselves as individuals, the number 4 energy, structure, organization, foundation, committing, and then sudden and unexpected changes within that. So this is a situation where we could find ourselves, like I think of, say, the day, where some of you might be in the position where you feel like you don't believe in it, but at the same time, you're mad at your partner for not acknowledging it, even though you say you don't believe in it. It's like that's something that comes up. And I even thought recently, it's interesting that Valentine's Day and what Valentine's is supposed to mean is during Aquarius season. I'll create another video to go more in depth on my thoughts around this. But to me, if Valentine's Day meant if when we celebrate these days, because when we participate in these celebrations, I believe that collectively we're participating in rituals, and more than likely they're rituals that are not meant to free us or liberate us in any way. They're rituals that's meant to keep other things going that aren't within our greatest good. So when I think of, say, Valentine's energy, to me, Valentine's Day would make sense in Libra season, or even Taurus season, but I'll say Libra season. So to put Valentine's Day in Aquarius season, and some of my thoughts, because when I think of Aquarius season, I'm not even going to get into it because I feel like this is going to take me down a rabbit hole. But what are your thoughts on that? I wonder if you're picking up what I'm putting down. But I think it's interesting that Valentine's Day is, and then stories that I've heard about the start of Valentine's Day and where it came from and what it has to do with. And I think of it being during Aquarian season. And in Aquarian season, to me, I always think about the humanitarian aspect of it, and how the sun, like the father, is away in Leo, and how during this season is there's a lot of darkness, like the dark of winter. So it's when there's a lot of darkness, to me, there's a lot of things that's overlooked. And, a lot of things that's overlooked. And I feel like that's why, Aquarian energy is the humanitarian, because Aquarian energy knows how it feels to be in darkness, to be overlooked, and to experience certain things. So that's what makes Aquarius energy fit to serve and help those with the things that it's been through. And we all have that energy within us. That's where we show up and we become healers and teachers from a place of personal experience. But yeah, when it comes to the day, don't take anything personal. A lot of sudden and unexpected changes can happen, or we can find ourselves wanting to go out for a drive, explore, experience, have different experiences to get our mind off of what we're feeling and what's happening within. Because with the moon positively aspecting Jupiter conjunct Chiron in Aries and Mercury conjunct Pluto, the inner world is focused more on self and transformation. So this is where it's I'm going to read this book to better myself. I'm going to do this or that to better myself. But the feeling that I'm getting is when we get disappointed and then we go on work on ourselves so we could feel better. But make sure when it comes to the work that you do on yourself or with yourself, you're applying what it is that you learn, so you can evolve and not just getting lost in the information, binging it and escaping in it like we do with foods and other things we escape in. Such a pleasure sharing this message with you as usual. If you would like to book a reading with me or check out my exclusive contents on Patreon, the links are in the description box below. If you're still here with me, I'd love to hear about it. Please let me know by dropping me a blue heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.